Welcome stage 4 trombophonists. Today we're going to have a lesson in the trombone. We're mainly going to be using the book, so if you can make sure you've got your book with you, make sure it's open to numbers 57 through to 62. So they're the ones we're going to be working on today, and we're going to go over the whole thing, or I'm going to play them with you. So make sure you get your instrument out, ready to go, and your book ready to go. Alright, first of all we're going to talk about warming up. The main part about playing a brass instrument is that the embouchure, needs to be working well. You need to be able to get the low notes and the high notes. So on trombone, you need to get low notes, which is really getting that going quite wide. And the higher notes, you need this quite high. So we're going to start by just doing some lip work. So what we're going to do is going. Alright, just get your lips moving. See if you get a nice sound out of it, but really you're going from that up to again. Once you've done that, take your mouthpiece, alright, and you can blow a nice note. Make sure you're filling your mouth around the whole mouthpiece. This is quite a big mouthpiece, it's a big board trumpet, which means it's quite a big trombone. So it's a big mouthpiece, but make sure you're getting your lip well into the mouthpiece. Alright? And change the pitch of what you're making out of it. So, alright, do that for a little bit. Keep warming up. So, once you've done that for a while, we're going to work on specific notes. And we're going to work on the notes we've got so far. So far on the trombone, up to where we are in the book, we've worked on B flat, C, D, E flat, F and G. Alright, so we're going to play all those notes. We're going to do that in a scale. We're going to hold each note for a length of time and make sure they're nice notes and make sure you are getting onto the pitch of that note. Alright, so just to start with, we're going to play our B flat, nice long note, first position. Right in, right, let's go. Alright, try and get a nice sound of it. You'll notice that I hold the instrument slightly differently to what I've asked you to. It's just for my convenience more than anything, so I can move faster. But at the moment, holding your slide between those fingers, alright, will be the best way to do it. Most of your work is done with the wrist, right? Not with the stiff arm, and holding like that means you can be very slow in your movement of the slide. Alright, so that's our B flat. Sixth position for our C. So we're going to go out there. Alright, fourth position for your D. E flat. We're going to third position in line with the bell. You'll notice my finger is actually sitting there in line with the bell. F, again in first position. I know I've already played a B flat in first position. F is in first position, tighten your lips a bit more. And again, our G is in fourth position, same as the D. Alright, so I'm going to go over that run again. So we're going to play B flat, C, D, E flat, F and G. We're going to go straight up that scale and back down again. I'd like you to do it with me and then stop the tape and go over it a number of times. Make sure your position's in the right spot. Make sure they're sounding good. Alright, so let's do that again. We're going to go up one beat at a time. So we're starting on the B flat and doing it quite slowly, but B flat, C, D, E flat, F and G. After 4. 1, 2, 3, go. You may find it interesting that we're skipping a lot of positions. So we're really going 1, 3, 4 and 6 at the moment. Our second position is when every position is a semitone down. and there's a tone gap between most notes. So that's why we're changing only a semitone, or sorry, a full tone in between a lot of those notes. So, alright, practice that a few times, make sure you're getting some good notes out of it, and then we're going to go starting on number 57 and we're going to work through that. Alright, so hopefully you've just stopped the tape and you've done some work on that scale, getting notes out. We're starting on number 57. So open to the page. 57 starts with a B flat, but we're learning quavers. Quavers are twice as fast as a crotchet. Crotchets would be 1 per beat. So that would be crotchet speed. If I'm doing quavers, I get 2 a beat, alright? So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and, alright? So look at number 57, look at the first bar. We have crotchet, quaver, quaver, crotchet, and then a crotchet rest. So it would go, if we're going in 4s, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, rest. Or rest. So that's the first bar in 57. Let's play number 57. After 4, play it with me, and then if you need to stop the tape, replay it a number of times, see if you can get it going. 1, 2, 3, go. The C, D, excellent. How'd you go with that? Stop the tape, do it slowly, and yeah, give it a go, see how you go. Because we're going to go straight into number 58 now. Number 58. You'll see again, we have 2 flats at the start, it's a B flat and an E flat. That's normal for a C instrument, which is what the trombone is, classed as a C instrument in a concert band. We also then have 4/4 time, so we're counting in 4s. Alright, you'll notice the first bar has nothing in it. It has a semi-breve rest, a 4-beat rest. So we're going to count to 4, and then we're going to have a 4-beat rest, and then another rest. Alright, so are you ready? 1, 2, 3, go! Rest. 2, 3, 4, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. Rest. 2, 3, 4, rest. 1, 2. Excellent. You'll also notice that these have a repeat sign at the end, so when you're playing it yourself, repeat it just for the exercise, but I don't have time to repeat them now. 59, 10 little Indians. Alright, again we have the 2 flats to start with, we have a bass clef, remember you always play in bass clef, 2 flats, and then 4/4 time. Alright, let's play. So we have the rhythm as ta, 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 ta. Alright, are you ready? Number 59, you have the B part, so it's not going to sound like a melody. After 4, 1, 2, 3, go. Excellent. How'd you go with that? Again, stop the tape, go over it a couple of times, make sure you know how to play it, make sure you're reading those notes. Alright, again, number 60, like number 58, we have the first bar out. So let's do number 60. After 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, rest, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. also notice with these that we have, now we get into volume changes as well. So you notice in that piece, when we got to bar 9, I got a bit louder just to finish with. Alright, and at the end it was loud. So MF being mezzo forte, moderately loud, F being loud. Number 61 uses this crescendo, or getting louder, a lot. So we start at mezzo piano, moderately soft, we get louder to forte, then we go back to moderately soft, get louder. We're going to play 61 now. Again, stop the tape if you need to and redo them. Try and play them with me. After 4, 61. 1, 2, 3, go. So hopefully you noticed that I got louder at different times or throughout that when we had that crescendo. Last one we're going to do, number 62, Old MacDonald Had a Farm. Alright, straight in, and we've got the B part, so it's not really the melody. After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Again, stop the tape and play that through a couple of times. Alright, that will do us for today. Go over that. Make sure you're working on the 2 pieces we've given out, the Power Rock and Saints. If you're having any trouble, please send me an email and tell me what's going on. Thank you very much and look after yourself. See you back here very soon.